you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So, truth be told, Andre has no idea why he's here right now.
No clue whatsoever.
Technically, neither do you unless you read the title of the video. So, which Andre has no idea.
I see a lot of like titles to slasher movies.
No. So, we are going to set you up for like the best possible, not so spooky evening. So, we're watching Casper in the background. And we've already set you up with like all of the cocktails and all of the things to help you basically have the best not so scary home party.
Are we playing a drinking game?
Ever, yes. But also, here's the thing. So we've done the Hocus Pocus drinking game. I'm gonna share it with you. The best line ever is whenever I said I was reading you the drinking game, and do you remember? And I was like, that one of the rules is take a shot every time someone says yabos, and you're like, what are yabos?
Yabos, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember what yabos are.
I love it. So there's a Hocus Pocus drinking game, but I want to read you this one because it's so good. But no, we're not watching a slasher movie.
No, I was gonna say that doesn't seem
it's
like
not
something you'd want to do.
But I want to share it in case someone does want to, because I haven't shared anything of any scary movies. Now you could do this for any movie, but I
don't think I want to watch that movie.
This isn't a movie.
Okay.
It's just a background.
Oh, okay, because the background's scary.
So take a drink every time you flinch or jump. Okay. Drink every time you scream. Drink every time you look away. I would lose just based off of that alone.
You get hammered based on that.
Drink whenever the music gets intense. Drink whenever someone picks up a weapon. Drink every time that there's a jump or a scare. Drink every time someone or something pops up behind another character. Drink every time someone dies. Drink whenever someone does something stupid. Drink at the end of the movie. But let me read you.
I like the one drink whenever somebody does something stupid. Like trip over a branch while they're running away. Exactly.
I'm gonna go take a shower. Okay, so I just read this one and I thought it was so good. Everybody picks a character. Your character screams, you take a shot. If a girl dies first, all the girls take a drink. If a guy dies first, all the bros drink. If your character that has died, knock it back. If your character survives, you can send 2 shots to somebody else. This is fun, right?
Oh, this is cool.
Now it makes you want to watch. We should watch Scream or something. No, you have to watch a movie you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Because I would just pick the character I know survives.
If you can pick who the killer is before the halfway mark of the movie, everyone else combines their drinks, grabs some straws, and get their vampire swag on and sucks.
Oh my goodness.
I love the way that that's written. Okay, so here's the thing. We're not going to do a drinking game.
Okay.
One, because it's just you and I and Carl, and I feel like, hi.
Carl's technically a dude, so he'd be on my team.
That's true.
He should be drinking.
Here's what I'm thinking, and you don't know this. There's this new movie on Netflix called something Halloween with Adam Sandler and all of his OG cast.
Wait, it's called something Halloween?
It's like
you just don't remember the name?
Halloween or like something. 1 second.
Okay.
But it's on Netflix and it's just added.
Okay. And is it scary?
No, it's like a hilarious, but it's like all your favorite people are in it.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
So I thought we could watch that, make an epic charcuterie board.
Yeah, let's
like
do
an
that.
epic Halloween charcuterie board.
Yes.
Make you a cocktail from one of the cocktail lists that I've already shared.
Uh-huh. I like where this is going.
Right?
Keep speaking.
So this is going to be our version of a not so scary. And maybe, I almost got bit. Did you see the fear? That was a scary movie in itself.
Now he's all like, I'm so sorry.
I'm so
sorry, you guys.
Okay, so now what? Charcuterie board. Cocktails.
Movie.
We're going to go make that. Watch our Netflix movie, which I think that you're going to be all about.
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
So if that's something you guys want to see, then just keep watching.
This way.
Alrighty, let's kick off this DIY not so scary party. So the first thing you'll need is some cocktails. You can follow along with the Disney Villains cocktail video that I did. And by the way, if you have littles or if you don't drink, you can totally make these with grenadine and non-alcoholic ingredients and use some food coloring and make it fun. So definitely go check that video out. I made Andre a Negroni, we made some snacks, and we just finished Casper while we got our charcuterie board ready. So I had a margarita. We ended up having a couple of the drinks that I made. So this year's cocktail video was all actual cocktails. So between the Jello and the poison apple drink and everything, it was definitely a party. One thing that Andre and I have always loved is a really good charcuterie board. And I'm obsessed with this board that we got. Listen, this is not a charcuterie board. It's a pizza board, but it's a Pizza Planet board. And we use it all the time for our meat and cheese boards. And then this year we ended up getting these festive cheeses. So I got a pumpkin as well as a ghost at the grocery store. So perfect. And they were actually delicious. delicious. So the other thing we did is we went into the deli section and we grabbed a bunch of assorted cold meats and cheeses that were just one-off pieces. So it's a really great way to inexpensively get a bunch of different cold cut meats that aren't, you know, in really large packages, especially if you're just two people and you want a ton of variety. So sometimes they'll have this off into the deli counter and it'll just be a couple of pre-packaged containers of extras that they had in the deli counter. So that's what we did, and we just got a bunch of different stuff, and I actually hit the jackpot because the lady was just clearing out the counter when we were there at the end of the day on Sunday, so it was perfect. And we ended up getting some pate. We got different types of salt and pepper nuts, some Cajun nuts, and all different types of peanuts and mixed nuts, some goat cheese, some brie. Like I said, there was that pumpkin spice cheese, which, listen, we were terrified, but it was so good. And we got a jalapeno pretzel, some prosciutto, all different types of crackers, and a little bit of basil to set up the board. So I will take a picture of this board and add it to my Pinterest so you can save it and share it if you're entertaining or if you just want to create a really nice little board for yourself. It is an art form. It is a skill. You'll get better and better, but definitely cutting up some veggies and adding different levels and textures helps a ton, and having some spooky knives helps also. So I also had this mummy little candle holder that I ended up using as a food holder, which was perfect as like a little dish. So we had these pimento peppers stuffed with feta. They're very, very spicy, but so delicious. And they kind of look like fingers, so it went perfectly with the Halloween decorations. And just having a bunch of these little dishes went perfectly with the board. The other thing that I have is 4 different little Mickey containers like this, and I figured the black one would be perfect because it was Halloween, so I was trying to keep 2 black on black. We had some different dips in some little side containers, and I had these knives, which they had again this year at Michael's. They were from years ago at Michael's, and they had them. I saw them in the store, so I will try and link them for you, and they might have them in your local store as well. So we did some pickles, some bread and butter pickles. I love pickles, by the way. And I got this bottle opener skeleton hand at Michael's while we were out shopping during the cocktail video portion of our DIY party, and it went perfectly with the board. We got some checkered napkins also from Michael's, the evil witch claw holder, which was perfect, and a little ghost kicked that knife out of place. And we poured some wine, and we just had a beautiful evening with our charcuterie board, and we just set up in front of the TV on the floor and turned on the fire and watched. It's called Hubie Halloween, by the way, Hubie Dubois. And it ended up being so good. We had such a good time. Carl was looking for some toys to play, as he does, while we turned on our movie. And we kind of just chilled. We each grabbed a little side plate, turned on the fireplace, and turned on the movie. We had these cute little Ray Dunn side plates that I hadn't used yet, so they were absolutely perfect. And we kicked off the movie. You can get it on Netflix. It is, I think, a Netflix original. Adam Sandler and all of his OG crew, including Ben Stiller. So this is just the beginning. I'm not giving away any spoilers, don't worry. And it was honestly, it's really goofy and funny and kind of weird, but it was really good. I really liked it. And Adam Sandler co-stars alongside the mom from Modern Family, Claire, whom I love. So it was so good. It was hilarious. We laughed out loud. Carl was a part of it all, and he definitely prayed and hoped to get any treats that he could. He just sat there under the table the whole time. So I've added this movie to my must-watch movie list for Halloween. I've added it to my planner for sure because it's definitely going to be a yearly thing. It's so good. Obviously, Adam Sandler loves a good Halloween movie because he's got Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, 3, working on number 4, which makes me really happy. And now he's got this. I don't know if he has any others, but obviously he's a fan. But he was definitely very goofy and kooky in this movie for sure. But it had all the Halloween vibes and just the fun spookiness. So we went to town on our charcuterie board. We absolutely loved it. Carl cuddled up next to Baby Yoda, which is coming out, by the way. The new season is coming out on October 30th, if you didn't hear. The other thing that's coming out on October 30th is the 1-hour live Hocus Pocus special, which I bought my tickets for. I am going to be set up, and I will probably hang out with you guys on stories live on Instagram. So if you aren't following on stories, definitely go do that. If you guys loved this, just very behind the scenes, Andre and Carl included, little family night in of our DIY not so scary party, and if it gave you any ideas, definitely give this a thumbs up. I love the behind the scenes and like the very real look into our life. This is literally how we live our life. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss any future videos. We've got videos coming every single day. And with that said, I will see you tomorrow. Bye, dudes.